just yesterday, Anthony Albanese defended Australia's recognition of a Palestinian state just hours after footage was released showing Hamas publicly executing 3 men. So this is at the same time this was happening. Anthony Albanese was formally recognising Palestinian statehood. And again, it just shows, I suppose, where Australia's loyalty is, and it's not with Israel.
Well, I mean, this is so bad because it's like you can have legitimate grievances. I know some people have legitimate grievances with the way Israel has conducted itself in Gaza. That's fine, but it's like you don't, divorce somebody over this one particular thing. There's a long history here that will have to keep going on. There's a lot of different elements to that relationship, including again an important security relationship, an intelligence sharing relationship, which is really important. And to, throw a bomb in this metaphorically by, recognizing Palestine and annoying everybody, it doesn't help anybody. But this is the undergraduate student politics of Anthony Albanese. He's wanted to do this forever, so like he was going to do it and he doesn't care, and he's rewarded Hamas, and Hamas now thinks like, oh, this is great. We kill a bunch of people, we blow up a bunch of people, we rape a bunch of people, we act, like the worst savages imaginable, and hey, look, we're gonna get a state. How good? It's a joke, Gab.
Yeah,
Come on.
it is such a joke. It's disgusting, and I don't think Anthony Albanese, after doing that, deserves a meeting with Donald Trump, even though it does need to happen, and it's very sad for Australia that this is the state that we're in now, and that the US doesn't seem to want to have anything to do with us anymore. Now, James Morrow, I have to ask you, of course, about some lighter news, but just some pretty big news, of course, that Disney has caved. Jimmy Kimmel is now returning. So after lying about the most high-profile assassination since the 60s, being suspended for a week, lefties absolutely losing it. We saw Hollywood celebrities kind of in tears, protesters out taking to the streets, and now Jimmy Kimmel is coming back. Can I get your reaction?
I don't care because I don't watch Jimmy Kimmel. I don't like, he's just really not funny. And he hasn't been funny for years and years and years, not since he did the Man Show, but you couldn't do the Man Show today. My God. Imagine that. Wow. There'd be a cancellation for you, but that gets down to the huge hypocrisy of this whole thing. Like, I'm in all these arguments with people who say, oh, the right is now just, they're just embracing cancel culture. It's like, no, no, no. What has happened now, and it's a very helpful thing, is that the left made a whole set of rules. They made a whole set of rules that were really stupid, and they enforced them on everybody else, but not themselves, around, words of violence and, speech is murder and, all this sort of crap. And now it's like, Trump is turning it around on them, and they're being forced to abide by the rules that they set for everybody else. And so I'm like, well, why is this a bad thing? It's not a bad thing. This is actually like, really, really good. Maybe they'll stop now, but my fear is that, of course, when, they do eventually come back to power, which they will, they're going to say, oh, hey, let's go harder, So, Jimmy Kimmel is like, he doesn't mean anything in the course of this much bigger sort of debate.
No, I agree with you there. James Morrow, thank you so much for joining us on Power Hour. Brilliant to speak with you.
Thanks, Gab.